Communication is key. No matter how you put it, no matter the way you change it, no matter if it's communicating with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandma, nobody, it doesn't matter. It involves communication. This generation refuses to believe that. Or it's not they refuse to believe it, it's just they don't act on it. You feel what I'm saying? Half of this generation don't act on it. And this has a lot to do with like relationships and friendships and maybe some family. And you know, every time I used to get in a relationship, at least now, when I used to talk to people, I was always the one texting first, right? And this is always the argument with every other person who really wants to share a connection with somebody. They always want to at least have somebody to talk to. You feel what I'm saying? But most people don't do that. And most people waste their time when they're actually trying to speak to them. And my thing is, why waste your time on trying to talk to somebody if you're not going to talk to them? Now my mindset is different. Now my mindset is like observant and more active, and I look at things very differently. That's why God changed the way I think. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. I wasn't always this type of person to just really be as more as observant and really looking at things like I do now. And there's this verse, Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3. Do not waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings. We have some very good young men out here, and then men, right? But the young men really are kings. They are representing our king. I'm not calling myself a king, but I'm saying they are good people that will treat women right. And then we have some that cheat and just treat women badly. I don't get why men cheat sometimes. Well, I'm not gonna say sometimes. I don't get why they cheat at all. I actually hate cheating. Cause like, why would you want? What's the point of getting with somebody if you're gonna cheat? Like, what is the literal point of that? I'm just gonna say one thing. If you don't want to talk to somebody, you gotta at least say something. You gotta say something. You gotta make a point. Be like, all right, I'm not interested. That's it. Don't just go there and just let them text you first all the time. Now, that's not a big deal. Like, okay, you know, text first, that's not a big no. As people like me, I'm pretty sure you know what I do is I try to see if they're interested in me. So I'm gonna let them text first. That's the thing. I'm not gonna be like, all right, they need to go ahead and start texting first. No, I'm gonna see if you're really interested in talking to me or at least trying to be with me. You feel what I'm saying? But they just won't. Some people are just stubborn. Some women are just stubborn, man. And some men are just stubborn too. But between men and women, I feel like it's easy to figure out who is really interested in one another. If a man is not interested in you, he will tell you. I guarantee you he will tell you. He will not just sit there and waste your time because he don't want his time to be wasted. I guarantee you. But as far as women will show that. Women have emotion. They have such emotion where it can express without even them saying it. They have such emotion. So you can tell if a girl or a young woman doesn't want to talk to you. You can be able to tell that. And when it says don't waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings, this is a mother saying that to somebody. This is the Old Testament, but this is a mother saying this to their son. Don't waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings. Those who cheat, those who lie, those who just break you down, just make you feel unloved. Don't chase after women like that. Because most of us are not observant. Not now, maybe because we're older, but we never used to be observant like now. We never used to. When I say observant, I mean paying attention to their motives. I mean paying attention to what they say and what they do. And what starts with that is communication. What starts with that is how each of us talk to one another. And there's just some women and men out here that just won't communicate at all. If you have a job or if you have an occupation that when you can't talk to nobody, only that, let them know. Let them know, hey, I'm not gonna be able to talk right now. I'm at work, I'm at school. Be like, okay, that let that person know that the person is occupied right now. This person is busy. I'm not gonna text them right now. Your mind will know that, but if you just leave them unchecked or something like that, they will not know. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. They will not know what's going on with you. They won't know like, oh, okay, this person ain't text me the last couple of days. Then when you actually finally text them back, then they're like, oh, my bad, I was busy, I was doing stuff, couldn't text, sorry. And you be like, okay. And then if it keeps progressing like this, you will this goes for man or woman, you will start to see, you will start to understand like this. He or she hasn't been letting me know that she got this going on, or you have to talk to people. You need to communicate with people. Even with God, you got to communicate. You have to communicate, unless God won't. He can see you, but if you don't say nothing to him, it's like, well, what can I really do? He's not trying to let me help him, so it's like, what can I really do? This person doesn't know I can do a lot for him. God literally wants you to know that I can do a lot for you. This generation doesn't communicate at all, or they at least don't let us know beforehand, I don't want to speak to you. I'd rather be told I don't like you instead of just sitting there receiving all this attention like you deserve it. There's a lot of people that like my biggest thing on some people that I hate is when they don't communicate, and like they just want attention for everything just because. Now I'm gonna say this: some people don't really receive attention a lot, and that's firmly understandable. But don't just try to use it to get it from somebody else. My homie, he was talking to this girl at one time, and then I even told him, this girl just wants attention. She gets it from nobody else. She said it herself. It was like, I really never received attention or anything from like this from somebody else. That's what literally told me. She just wants attention. And then as it started to progress, I seen right through it. I was like, bro, you might have to stop talking to her. You feel what I'm saying? But and then not only that, my other homie, he even said the same thing to him. He was like, this girl wants attention. We have to communicate. In this generation, we need to communicate. At least tell something beforehand, before people start wasting, not even gonna say wasting, just using their time on you, making sure you good, making sure you straight. Communication matters, people. Communication is like, without communication, what would this world be? What would this world be if there was no communication at all? You might literally think on that. It's like the number one thing that matters to me. If I get in a relationship, friendship, it don't matter. If you can communicate with me, there's no problem. I'm not gonna have a problem with you if you can be able to call and talk, because I'm an introvert and an extrovert. When I get in school, I'm not the person to just get in friend groups just like this. But when I get in a friend group, I'm, that happens to a lot of people. They gonna get to know them, and they're gonna start acting more comfortable around them because they communicate. They communicate with each other. And it's not like no fake energy from somebody else. They're gonna talk to you, and they're gonna be like, okay, we're to the friend group, and then they actually sit there and meet each other, and then once time progresses, you are gonna feel like, okay, these people like me as a friend. These people want to speak to me. I can feel comfortable around myself. It comes with communication first. Communication literally comes first. So there's no reason why you're trying to get attention or waste your energy from somebody if you're not going to talk to them. If you don't want to talk to them, boy or girl, if you just want to be friends, if you just don't want to be in a relationship, tell them then, right there. Do not wait until like, well, I didn't think you want to be in a relationship like that. We never talked. We never really got to know each other. It's because it's so cut short. And then they blame you that you ain't text first. They got the nerve to blame, oh, well, you didn't text me this morning, or you didn't do this, you didn't do that. What about what you've done? You're not doing it either. Oh my gosh, my bad. As I was saying, they decided to blame it on you because you ain't done nothing. But what have you really done? No, like this is just beyond friendship and relationships, bro. You gotta talk to God too. And this, I remember I was talking to this girl. She had the nerve to say, I don't know how to talk to God. I'm like, what? But I didn't really yell at her. I didn't really get onto her. I was like, just speak your heart. Like, Heavenly Father, I pray. Just speak your heart. Whatever is going on, it doesn't matter. Don't be afraid to talk to God. That was actually going to be the next video, but I had to drop this one. Communication matters, bro. Even with God, you have to have a relationship with God. You have to build a relationship with God. You have to build a relationship with God. And what do you think that comes with? I'm going to let you say it. Exactly. We have to communicate with each other. We have to. And this video has been recorded for 14 minutes. But that doesn't matter. I was going to record a short, but I needed to record a video. Especially if it's something about this. Please communicate. If you don't want to talk to somebody, say it off rip. Keep keep it moving. Don't just waste your time. Don't waste people's time, dog. Don't waste. Life is too short for all that. You never know when you're gonna leave this earth. Communicate, please, because there's a lot of people who've been there's a lot of relationships that have probably been cut off just because people don't communicate. How do I know? I've been through it. There was a person, this girl who liked me, and communication was horrible. Like, oh, I want you to text me for like, oh, she just come out of nowhere and say hi after like a couple days or so. It's like, huh? Do I even know you? For real though, man. We got to communicate in this generation. And I'm not saying I'm targeting I really want to target this younger generation, but that goes with anybody, bro. Young, old, middle age, doesn't matter. Communicate. It matters. Communicate with each other. And my communication right now, sheesh, man. There's a lot of people who be busy, don't want to call, but my family members, that ain't even got nothing to do with it. But my family members, I can just go over there and just speak to them. That's why I don't really call none of my brothers or well, I ain't gonna say sisters, but I do have a little sister, but brothers or anything. I can just call my dad up. Hey, Dad, let me come over and see my brothers, see my stepmama, whoever. It's that easy. But friends and relationships and women and men too, if y'all are not communicating, what's the point, bro? Family doesn't communicate either. True enough, but I can just go see my family, dog. It's not no, man, I don't know if I'm gonna go talk to them. I ain't even talked to that man in a long time, you know what I'm saying? But still though, I can go see my family and build a nice relationship with them, even if it's a person I haven't even seen in a long time. Don't even know either. But we gotta communicate. Nonetheless, no matter if it's friendships, family, relationships, anything, we gotta communicate. Quick note, right quick. Not saying that women don't need attention, right? Not saying that men don't need attention either, but it's just women use it as an excuse to, hold on. Some men or women use it. When I say abuse it, I mean it to say that they never receive the same energy back from one another. That's really what this is about. People don't send the same energy back. They don't communicate back. That's why we really want to know, hey, are you really interested in talking to me? Are you really interested in hearing what I got to say? Or want to share a genuine connection? Or want to bring a relationship? Communicate and talk to people. That will solve everything. From beforehand, if you don't want to talk to a person, cut them off. And keep it moving. You can become friends with somebody, but don't just really sit there and waste their time, is what I'm saying. I'd rather be rejected than be used. I'd rather be rejected than be used. And that's just me. That's really just me, dog. I'm not gonna sit here and give you talking about my life to you, and you're not. It's wow. You know what? It's like if you tell somebody about your life, they're not even listening. It's like a platform. You know, one of the things that people try to build concrete with, and this literally happened before. I watched a video on somebody when these construction workers were laying out the cement. That's what it is, cement. And then this guy's just gonna walk all in it. And they were just, the construction workers was like they were just lost for words. They didn't know what to say. That's literally how it feels when somebody abuses it or just uses it. It uses you. They're just gonna use that to just walk all over that cement. Really? After all that, you're just gonna walk? Wow. You just wanted something to walk on, huh? Man, I'll tell you the truth, boy.